In a bustling farm, where the sun shone brightly and the air was filled with the sweet sounds of nature, lived a curious young rabbit named Ruby. She had fluffy white fur, a twitchy nose, and big, sparkling eyes that were always filled with wonder. Each day on the farm was a new adventure waiting to unfold. Every morning, Ruby awoke to the gentle rays of sunlight streaming through the barn windows. She loved the way the golden light danced across her cozy bedding made of soft hay. After stretching her little paws and wiggling her ears, Ruby hopped out of her warm nest, ready to greet the day. The first stop on Ruby's morning routine was the garden. The garden was a vibrant place, bursting with colors and scents that delighted her senses. Rows of plump, orange carrots stood tall among green leaves, while bright yellow sunflowers swayed in the breeze. Ruby loved to nibble on the sweet carrots, savoring their crunchiness as she munched away. The garden was a magical place where she could feel the earth beneath her paws and the sun warming her back. After a hearty breakfast of carrots, Ruby would make her way to the pond. This pond was one of her favorite spots on the farm. The water sparkled like diamonds under the sun, and the gentle ripples created beautiful patterns. Ruby often enjoyed watching the ducks paddle about, quacking happily as they splashed each other with water. She would sit on the grassy bank, her heart light and carefree, enjoying the sights and sounds of the lively farm around her. One sunny day, while Ruby was exploring near the pond, she noticed something unusual. A soft, whimpering sound broke the peaceful atmosphere. Curious and concerned, she hopped closer to investigate the source of the sound. As she approached, she discovered a shy little turtle named Timmy hiding beneath a large leafy plant. His tiny head peeked out from his shell, and his eyes were wide with worry. Timmy was not like the other animals on the farm. He was quiet and timid, often preferring to stay in his safe spot rather than venture out. As Ruby observed him, she could see that he was feeling lost and afraid. Ruby's heart swelled with empathy for the little turtle. She understood what it was like to feel shy and uncertain. Timmy had been trying to join his friends at the pond, but he had wandered too far and lost his way. He was scared to ask anyone for help because he was afraid they might not want to be bothered. Ruby knew she had to help him find his way back to the pond, for she believed that everyone deserves a friend, especially during difficult times. Ruby approached Timmy with a warm smile. She gently encouraged him, reassuring him that it was okay to ask for help. With a little bit of encouragement, Timmy agreed to let Ruby guide him. Together, they set off on their adventure, determined to find the pond. As they journeyed across the farm, Ruby felt a sense of excitement bubbling inside her. She led Timmy past the bustling barn, where the cows mooed lazily in the shade and the chickens clucked busily as they pecked at the ground. The warm sun shone down, casting playful shadows on the path. Ruby hopped along happily, and Timmy followed closely behind, feeling a little braver with each step. Their first stop was the big oak tree that stood tall and proud near the edge of the farm. Its branches stretched out like welcoming arms, providing a cool shade for weary travelers. Ruby remembered that the wise old rooster often perched on the fence nearby. She thought he might have the answers they were seeking. As they reached the fence, Ruby and Timmy spotted the old rooster. He was preening his feathers in the sunlight, looking dignified and wise. Ruby nudged Timmy gently, encouraging him to speak up. Timmy took a deep breath and gathered his courage. With Ruby by his side, he approached the rooster. The wise rooster listened attentively as Ruby explained their quest. He nodded knowingly and pointed with his beak in the direction of the pond. He shared stories of the paths that led to the water, his voice filled with wisdom from many seasons spent on the farm. With gratitude in their hearts, Ruby and Timmy thanked the rooster and set off once more. The journey continued as they made their way through patches of wildflowers that swayed in the breeze. The colors danced around them, creating a beautiful tapestry of nature. Ruby felt joy in her heart, knowing she was helping Timmy find his way home. She encouraged him to take in the beauty of the farm, reminding him that there was no need to be afraid when friends were around. As they walked, Ruby shared stories of her own adventures, weaving tales of brave deeds and exciting discoveries. She spoke of the time she had helped a lost chick find its way back to the henhouse and how she had once uncovered a hidden berry patch full of juicy treats. With each story, Ruby could see Timmy's confidence growing. He began to smile, his shyness slowly melting away. The sun continued to rise higher in the sky, casting a warm glow over the farm. Ruby and Timmy soon approached the next landmark, the pumpkin patch. The bright orange pumpkins were dotted throughout the green vines, and the sight made Ruby's heart leap with delight. She loved the pumpkins and often dreamed of the delicious pies they would become in the fall. They paused to enjoy the beauty of the patch, with Ruby hopping around playfully, her excitement infectious. Timmy watched her with admiration, feeling inspired by her energy. As they moved on, Ruby reminded Timmy that they could take breaks to enjoy the sights along the way. This made the journey less daunting and more enjoyable. As they reached the edge of the pumpkin patch, they spotted a group of playful kittens chasing butterflies. Ruby paused to watch, her heart warmed by the joyful scene. Timmy, too, felt a spark of happiness seeing the kittens play. Ruby took a moment to explain how important it was to find joy in little things, even when times were tough. This lesson resonated with Timmy, and he began to understand that facing challenges with a positive attitude could lead to wonderful experiences. Eventually, they arrived at the final stretch of their journey. The pond was just beyond the tall grass, shimmering in the sunlight like a treasure waiting to be discovered. Ruby could feel the excitement bubbling up inside her as they neared the water. She turned to Timmy and encouraged him to take the lead, knowing he would feel proud to find his way back. As they approached the pond, Timmy felt a rush of emotions. He had faced his fears, and now he was almost home. The sight of the ducks swimming gracefully, the sound of their cheerful quacking, filled him with a sense of belonging. He looked at Ruby, gratitude shining in his eyes. Finally, they reached the edge of the pond, and Timmy's friends were swimming happily. They splashed about, having fun under the warm sun. Timmy felt a wave of relief wash over him as he realized he had made it back. The warmth of friendship surrounded him, and he knew he was no longer alone. With a big smile, Timmy joined his friends at the water's edge, and Ruby watched with delight. She had helped him overcome his shyness, and now he was free to enjoy the pond just like everyone else. The bond between Ruby and Timmy grew stronger, rooted in the adventure they had shared. From that day on, Ruby and Timmy became the best of friends. They explored the farm together, discovering new paths and hidden corners. Timmy learned to embrace his curiosity, and Ruby taught him the importance of asking for help when needed. They laughed, played, and made memories that would last a lifetime. The farm, with its busy animals and bright landscapes, became a playground of adventures for the curious rabbit and the shy turtle. They learned from each other, growing braver with each passing day. Ruby discovered the beauty of patience, while Timmy found the strength in friendship. As the seasons changed, so did their adventures. They explored the snowy fields in winter, the blooming flowers in spring, the sunny days of summer, and the harvests of autumn. Through it all, Ruby and Timmy remained side by side, proving that with a little help and a lot of friendship, anything was possible. And so, the curious rabbit and the shy turtle created a tale of courage, friendship, and discovery on the bustling farm. Their bond reminded everyone that sometimes, it just takes one friend to help another find their way home.